defector Yeonmi Park. She talked about the starvation. Oh, man, and the way that she described it was horrific. Indeed. That's why Joe Rogan wrote horrific effects of North Korean starvation in his title. But she escaped from North Korea. We're about to rap about that.
The Joe Rogan experience.
So you were 13 when you and your family, was it you and your mother that escaped?
Yeah.
How did you get out?
So that hospital, right? Initially, my sister and I was gonna escape. But when North Koreans say when you are escaping, of course we don't have phones, we don't have a map, we don't know what's the outside world look like.
Right.
Luckily, I was living in this border town of North Korea by then. So at night, if you see the satellite photo of North Korea, it is literally the darkest place on earth.
Now, I do want to say this. She said, wow. She said North Korea is literally the darkest place on earth because they don't have electricity in most places. I was wondering why she escaped from North Korea. After watching the last video, I completely understand why she escaped from North Korea. I just got sad for a minute. I'm not going to get sad.
Yes.
We don't have electricity. So I was seeing these lights coming from China. So I thought like if I go where the lights are, we would be finding some bowl of rice.
Yo, Church F12, stop. I have people in my chat right now, and they are just posting some of the weirdest comments in the world, like she's never been to a she's never been to a barbecue. Why would you post that, man? Talk about he'll bring the mac and cheese.
So at 16, my sister left with her friend, and she left me a note while I was in the hospital and got removing my appendix. And then as soon as I got out of the hospital, I found a note. And initially, my mom and I went to look for sister where she went. But when we found the lady, she told me that she could help me to go to China that day.
And so this was you and your mother, and you were 13 years old.
Yeah.
So how did you get across, and what was that experience like?
So so I told my mom, like, come with me to China. And my mom was like, father is like, my father was home, he was waiting. But the thing is, the tragic thing for North Korea is we cannot even say goodbye to our loved ones. So if we got caught on the journey, and if my father knew that we were escaping, he's gonna be punished so much. So it's better off that he does not know that we are escaping.
What if they find out that you left? Can they then go back and punish your family for you leaving? And they will assume that they knew, but they didn't say anything.
For his own safety. Because they're going to torture you to the point that you're going to say anything. Because they do this all subconscious torture that they make you not sleep. In a single room, has no air, much air. If you put there for 40 days alone, you go crazy. You say whatever they ask you. So if he actually knew that we were escaping, it wouldn't good for him. He would be dead. So I told him, I'm like, you cannot tell father that we are escaping. So that day we climbed up this several mountains, and then we went to the riverside. But she had a connection with the guards.
Why did you not bring him with you?
Because he's a man and he was sick.
Because he's a man and he was sick. I was about to ask the same question. Joe Rogan, some people don't like him. I don't know why. If you know why, please feel free to let me know in the comments why. Because I really don't. When I listen to him, he seemed pretty fair most times. But he asked the questions that are in my head. I'm ready to daggone press pause on the video and ask the question, and then he asked that same exact question. I'm glad he did.
And somehow she said only women can go.
Only women can go.
I did not know what she meant by that. She's like, you should just go with your mom. And don't even tell those people that's your mom. She said, you are 18 or something. And my mom was something 30. So she told me that our age was different.
So, and this would somehow or another help you when you were going across?
Yeah.
How would that help you?
I don't know. All she told me was this is going to be helpful. And
well, part of the issue is in China, there's a disproportionate number of men in comparison to women.
Yeah.
And so they want as many women to come across as that are of legal age, like women that can be married or can, right? Is that the idea behind it?
It's a smuggling. So like you got it right because of one child policy.
Right.
Hey, thank you guys for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
A lot of girls got aborted in China, so they kept the boys. Now,
So there's many, many men that have no chance of ever finding a woman because there are no women.
yeah, over 30 million men in the rural areas cannot find wives. So
30 million.
Over 30 million, and its number gonna keep going up right now.
Wow.
So that's a big problem for Chinese regime. But the thing is, even that, they don't allow North Korean women to stay there. They catch us, and they send us back to North Korea. Last month, China repatriated 50 North Korean defectors back to North Korea. It's sending them Auschwitz. Literally, they are sending them to death camp. But the Chinese regime still do catch us and send us back because they think we are posing a threat to the regime.
Do they do that because they're paid to do that? Or do they do that because they are afraid of North Korea? Like, did North Korea threaten them and say, look, if you ever, we find out that you're housing any people that are North Koreans, there will be an issue. There will be a problem from us. Or do they have some type of backdoor deal or front door deal that if North Koreans try to come there, send them back? Or is it just that China don't want any North Koreans there? They're like, we only want Chinese. Get back to your countries. I'm sending you back. I don't care if I'm sending you back to die. Wow, this is heavy, man. And people still complain about living in the United States of America. Y'all don't know what the hell whoo. The next person that complains about living in the United States, show them this, please. Please just show them this.
And they don't want the regime to collapse. So they are catching all the defectors. But the human traffickers seize the opportunity here because we are so vulnerable, right? We are running away from Chinese authority. So even they rape us and kill us, the last place that we are going to go is going to police and then report on them.
Why did they think that women coming over from North Korea are going to somehow or another collapse the empire?
Because that's what Kim Jong-un believes. He thinks they're going to collapse through the defection, through the defectors. So after Kim Jong-un came into power, the country cannot afford the electricity. Probably electrify the fence the entire border. Not only that, putting the machine guns with the guards, have a shoot to kill order. Whoever crosses, they don't even bother to ask you stop. They shoot you right there.
What? What? Did you just now hear what she said, man? She said not only is the border covered by an electric fence, but they have armed guards there who already have orders not to arrest you, but to kill you on sight. But there are people crying in the United States about how we are treating people who are trying to cross our borders. We don't have any electric fences, and we don't have any guards to shoot people on sight. They will see us like detaining them, and they would say, oh, look at him beating him. Look at him trying to beat him. He's dragging him with a horse. He's beating him with man, the way things are painted is nuts, man. And if you are just, I used to be one of them people that were just ridiculous enough to take in whatever you told me, and I wouldn't go look for myself. Whatever you say it is, that's what it is. Because I was too lazy to go look for myself. There's a lot of people who are believing whatever is fed to them because they are too lazy to look up anything that's being fed to them. And that is how the left are controlling people, because a great majority of the people that they supply like welfare to or free health care, they keep trying to bribe people so that they can say, don't worry about it. You don't have to pay attention to us. We're going to take care of you. And that's it. And the people that are in those situations, they never hold them to account. There's no checks and balances or anything because I got my free money. You go ahead and do whatever you want to do. And since you gave me money, you must be the good ones. Wow.
And not only that, he buried the landmines on top of that.
So there's electric fence, and then there's guards shooting to kill, and then past that there's landmines.
Yeah. Entire country became a concentration camp. Entire country.
When did they start putting the landmines in?
A few years ago.
So this is after you had already escaped.
Yeah.
They put landmines around the entire country. What type of place is that to live? OMG.
Now there's no.
That's what my daughter says. My youngest daughter says, OMG, every time I embarrass her.
You don't see North Korean de facto escaping from North Korea anymore. It's impossible to escape at this point.
Cat.
Wow. She said it is impossible to escape North Korea at this point. Oh my God. So there are people, the stuff that she's describing about starvation, about no electricity, about landmines, electric fences, a gun line, people stand on the gun line ready to shoot you down. Dude, the entire country is a prison. That is nuts, man. Where's my American flag? God bless America. God bless America. Don't you ever try to take me to no daggone other country. I'm good. I don't want to go on any trips. I don't need a passport. Get out my face, because I can go to one of them daggone countries and they probably try to trap me and my family over there. Nah, y'all can have it. I'll stay right here in the United States of America. You are tripping. I did not know it was like that in those other countries. Are you kidding me, man? Wow. Wow. The next person that complains about living in this country, please send them this. Please send them this, because they swear up and down. They swear up and down that this place is so bad. Wow.